Halo everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you? I hope all of you are fine because this pandemic make a very big effect in our life, especially in our learning system too. So we can face-to-face learning in the class, and then don't forget to always wash your hand and use your mask and keep your healthy, please. In this opportunity, my friends Irza Firmandi Majid and I, Fauzan Rahmatullah, we will present you about the preposition and preposition phrase. And the first question is, what is a preposition? And then what is a phrase? And then what is a preposition phrase? Preposition is a word used to link noun, pronoun, or phrase to other word within a sentence. For example, is above, below, after, before, and many others. And then phrase is a group of words that do not consist of a subject and a verb. For example, is black car, beautiful flower, and many others. And then preposition phrase is a phrase that make preposition as a head. So what is the meaning from make preposition as a head? The formula is head plus object of preposition. The head is the preposition, and then the object of preposition is the modifier. It can be pronoun, noun, noun phrase, gerund, and noun clause. For example, is in the next yard. In is the head, and then the next yard is the object of preposition as noun phrase. The other example is from Indonesia. From is the head, and then Indonesia is the object of preposition as a noun. And then in front of you. In front of is the head, and then you is the object of preposition as a pronoun. In this chapter, there are 4 divisions of subchapter. The first division is the traditional class of preposition. The second is the extending the membership of the class. The third is the further categories contrast. And then the fourth is a grammaticist use of preposition. The traditional class of preposition. Preposition make up smaller class of lexemes than the open categories of verb, noun, adjective, and adverb. In traditional class, preposition classified as adverb or subordinating conjunction. The preposition as traditionally understood are expanded with several properties. The sample of the word that in at least some of their use belong to categories of preposition are above, across, after, below, between, beyond, in, into, shine, before, behind, around, with, without, and many others. And then the following properties of a traditional class is they take noun phrase as a complement. Words are traditionally analyzed as a preposition only if they have complement with the form of noun phrase. The example is he jumped out the window. They set off despite the rain. I haven't seen her shine Esther. And then the sun sank below the horizon. The opposite that not traditionally preposition is he jumped out of the window. He stayed indoor because of the rain. And then I haven't seen her sign she last down, and then I went below. And then The other following properties is no inflection. The preposition of traditional grammar do not inflection. The example is behind, it can be behinding, and then beyond, it can be beyonding. And the meaning, relation in space or time. Most traditional preposition meaning to do with a relation on space or time. The example is at, after, beside, but we found in other source that the relation is in agent 2. For example, is by, without, and that the function of head, of white, ring, of depend. Preposition had phrase that characteristically occurred in ring of function, notably depend of either nouns or verb, including as a special case the complement of the verb be. The example is depend of noun as a house at the beach. Jadi yang dimaksud adalah bergantung pada nounnya. Contohnya a house, rumah sebagai noun. Preposition phrase-nya merujuk pada house-nya at the beach. And then the chair in the corner. In the corner merujuk tergantung pada the chair. And then the woman from Paris. And then the bottle of milk depend of noun. And then the other example is depend of verb is he saw her at school. Maksudnya adalah saw merujuk pada at school merujuk pada saw. And then she comes from Paris. Comes merujuk from Paris merujuk pada verb comes. And then the complement of be, he is at lunch. At lunch merujuk pada is. And then we were in the pool. She is from Paris. And then that is of interest.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And in this video I will continue about explaining preposition and preposition phrase from Fauzan Rahmatullah, my partner. Okay, and I will continue to explain is extending the membership of the class. I'm sorry, I will explain and I will see my laptop because the PowerPoint in my laptop, so I will explain to see this and see you. Okay, why is the addition of the preposition class member beyond the word? Because there is no justification for restricting adding members to words that have non-phrase complement. For example, from classifying the word before in three construction. Before as head, non-phrase will live before the last R. And in clause, that was before he died, and there is no complement for before. I had seen her once before, and this is example from now, from the word now as head. In noun phrase, we know the last R. We know the last R. And in clause, I know he died. And no complement, yes, I know. Preposition versus subordinators. The traditional class of subordinating conjunctions contains, among others, the word in. You can see in PPT. After the first, after, before, since, till, until is traditionally belong to the prepositions as well. Biasanya menjadi preposition. Although, because, if, see, less provided, though, unless, if, I, that, whether. In these words, those words, yang kedua in second, don't belong to the preposition as well. We must difference if, see, and if I. If C has a conditional meaning, for example, I will help you if I can. Jadi if yang C itu punya makna kondisional ya, seperti contohnya aku akan menolongmu jika aku bisa. Jadi kondisional, kalau nggak bisa ya udah saya nggak akan menolong. Dan if I occurs in subordinate interrogative clauses, and this is variant of whether. For example, see if there are many vacancies. Are there any vacancies? Nah, if di sini itu menjadi subordinate interrogative clauses, yang mana butuh kalimat ini butuh kepada kalimat interrogatif yang selanjutnya. Contohnya, see if there are many vacancies. Nah, are there any vacancies? Nah, itu yang menjadi interrogative clauses dari if. Jadi mananya yang if C dan if I itu that is different meaning. Okay. The main point of boundary between preposition and subordinators is that whether if I as markers of subordination, whereas others function as heads of the constituents they introduce. For example, I think that she is probably right. She stayed behind for a few minutes after the others had left. So that and after, this is markers of subordination. That she's probably right, and after the others had left. Okay. The next is prepositions versus adverbs. About, you can see the words and in the PowerPoints, about, until, up, above, across, after, and etc. These are traditionally analyzed as preposition when they have a non-phrase complement, but as adverbs when they have no complement. For example, she went aboard the liner. This is, for example, of the traditional preposition because they have a non-phrase complement. And the next example, she went aboard. Aboard is as a adverb, traditional adverb, because I have this example don't have the complement. The traditional grammar gives to the adverb category. An adverb is a word modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. They typically occur in three functions. The first, dependent of noun. For example, the conditions aboard. And the second, the dependent of verb. For example, she went aboard. And the last, the complement of be. For example, she is still aboard. Further extensions of the prepositions category. A preposition must have a non-phrase complement. The way is reassigned to this category a number of other words that are traditionally analyzed as adverbs. These are the words abroad, downstairs, here, outdoors, overboard, overseas, there, and second, ahead, because, and instead. These are words which should very clearly be assigned to the preposition category. For example, is dependent of noun. You can use the office downstairs, and the complement of be, for example, is the spare chairs are downstairs. And the next topic is further category contrast. These are comparing the syntactic properties of prepositions, preposition versus adjectives, and preposition versus verbs. Prepositions versus adjectives. Non-phrase complements. Non-phrase complements, prototypical members of the preposition class. This sense non-phrase complements. Adjectives do not. Yes. Maybe you can see in the book and maybe you understand. And inflection and gradability. Prototypical adjectives inflect for grade with plain comparative and superlative forms such as big, bigger, biggest, or else have comparatives and superlatives by modifiers more and most. And the third is the predicates requirement for adjectives. Adjectives used by predicative are related to a predicant, not only predicative complements but also with predicative adjuncts. The important difference between predicatives and preposition is revealed by certain facts about adjuncts. For example, anxious to make amends, the dean threw a party for the students with anxious adjectives. After the end of the semester, the dean threw a party for the students with after prepositions. Intinya, perdikan itu kayak ada kaitannya, kayak apa? Relate gitu loh dengan predikannya itu predikatif kok predikatifnya itu relate ke predikan. Contohnya, anxious to make amends, the dean threw a party for students. Nah, anxious ini mempunyai kaitannya dari kalimat the dean threw. Nah, maksudnya itu the dekan itu membuat party untuk muridnya karena dia itu kayak mempunyai kesalahan. Jadi anxious to make amends itu mempunyai kaitannya dengan kalimat the dean threw party for students, kayak sebab musabab gitu. And after the end of the semester, that is same system, same mean with anxious. And fourth, complement of become. Preposition phrase can be the complement of be, but cannot be the complement of become, except with adjective phrases. For example, we are in your debt, not we became in your debt. For become with adjective phrases, example is we became grateful to you. You can understand from the example. Okay. In general, it is little difficulty for distinguishing verbs from prepositions. So I will explain prepositions versus verbs. Verbs usually function as predicator in clause structure, and infinite or non-infinitival clauses, they are easily recognizable as verb by this function. For example, we always follow the manual. I advise you to follow the manual. These are cases where historical change led to a word taking on the properties of a preposition in addition to its original verbal properties. For example, following the manual, we tried to figure out how to assemble the unit. The following is predicator in a gerund participial clause, functioning as adjunct. And the next example, owing so much to the bank, farmers can't afford any luxuries. Owing is interpreted in a similar way. We understand that it is farmers who owe so much to the bank. And the last example is Liz was given only 3 months to live. This is passive clause. Liz is the subject. Compared by active clause, they gave Liz only 3 months to live. And the last topic is grammaticized uses of prepositions. It's an important property that applies to about a dozen of the most frequent prepositions. The first example I will explain from the example. The article was written by a first year student. By, not by data. By is written for a passive clause that corresponds to the subject of active clause. The second example, the sudden death of the president stunned the nation. Of, not of double F, but just one. Of corresponds to the subject of corresponding clause. The president suddenly died. Or the genitive subject determiner in a equivalent noun phrase, the president's sudden death. And the third, I transferred several $100 to them. Their request for assistance was ignored. They all seemed quite keen on the idea. To, for, and on in the preposition phrases in mark the complement of a verb. To of a verb transfer, for mark the complements of a noun the request, and on an adjective keen. Where the prepositions are placed in sentences depends not on what they mean, but entirely on rules of the grammar. In other examples, the same preposition do have meaning, like I sit by the door. I sit by the door. By, it means fairly close to the door. Jadi preposition itu sebenarnya tergantung dari kalimat yang digunakan, atau kayak gini, I sat by the door. Maksudnya dari by ini bukan by yang itu yang passive clause yang kayak tadi, tapi ini menunjukkan arti kalau dia itu dekat dengan pintu. Jadi ya tergantung cara penggunaannya, tergantung grammar rules of the grammar. Only a few prepositions have grammaticized uses, the main ones being the single syllable word as, at, by, for, from, in, of, on, then, to, and with. So this is our explaining, and I'm so sorry for my group, my partner Fauzan and we are so sorry if we have mistakes. So, and thank you for watching, and the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.